Hello to those of you that are live with me and those of you that are watching the recording. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Walter Chambers, and I am the founder, lead designer, and master wizard at Infinite, where we help business owners and gamers transform their life, optimize their performance, and master fitness using our gamified, holistic fitness operating system. Hello to my Academy Warriors watching this recording as well. The purpose of this live stream is to get all of you new faces familiar with what we're doing inside Infinite. For the most part, a lot of what we're doing with Infinite is really behind our adventures. So, becoming a warrior is primarily what we teach. And what that means is simply someone who is open and willing to go down the path of mastery, the path of infinite growth, not just with your physical fitness, but also your mental, physical, and nutritional self in a way that synergistically works together with one another to really transform your personal and professional life and how you approach every aspect of your life. So, this live stream isn't all about what it means to be a warrior. This live stream is all about our Warrior Academy. So, what is our Warrior Academy? Well, we have one academy, and that is for fat burning. It's an online group coaching course where we teach all of our warriors the step by step process on how to truly unlock their fat loss potential so that they can achieve their aesthetic goals, their fat loss goals, and much, much more. It is a level one course for novices where we have fitness novices, men and women that are fairly new to fat loss, or at least successful fat loss when it comes to the proper scientific principles of fat loss, as well as the proper training methods, training methodology, strategies, and things like that, as well as the mindset of the how you want to be approaching your mindset when it comes to health, fitness, and growth in your life. So, excited to dive into this. This is a whole new experience doing this live streaming thing. So, I expect this to grow and improve over time, and I would love to have you along with me tuning in throughout this growth process when it comes to streaming. Just like I'm by your side, my warriors, when it comes to guiding you on your fitness and infinite adventures. And for the new faces, I would love to be by your side as well. And that's probably why you are on this stream. So let's get straight into it. This is going to be a fairly short stream. Just to let you know, if you're not part of our community on Facebook, I highly recommend you check that out. Go to my profile on Facebook and you'll see a link in the description to join the Infinite Warriors Facebook group, where starting in June, I'll be doing weekly master classes on a number of different topics. First topic will be on gamification. So if you are not familiar with gamification, then and also how you can use it to generate more motivation and to truly unlock infinite growth and progress in any aspect of your life, then I highly recommend you join our Facebook group community and tune in to our first masterclass on the first week of June. But besides that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here. For those of you on mobile, my apologies. This is a desktop wide angle view, so you might be either scrunched in or you might have to turn your phone to the side in order to get the best experience. For my desktop viewers, you got the highest quality experience. Congrats to you. So I'm going to share my screen here. Share screen. And boom, here we go. So this is the Infinite Warrior Fat Burning Academy. This is a very, very big day, in my opinion, for the current Academy members and as well as the people that are looking at this for the first time. The reason why is simply because we are now introducing a story campaign. So if you've ever played any video game, any role playing game in your life, there is always a story campaign. There is a path of progression to start the game, in the game, and that is something that we're finally introducing into our academy. Previously, our academy was structured for full freedom and full flexibility of upgrading your skill sets. So basically, what that means is you had the choice of going in any direction that you wanted when it comes to improving and upgrading certain skill sets, as far as your physical skill sets, mental skill sets, and nutritional skill sets. Now we developed a clear path of progression moving forward. And that path of progression is exciting because it can be systematic in a way where it maximizes your progress every single day, because there is a uh, process and a system that you can follow that we teach inside of our academy, where you can maximize your progress on a daily basis if you choose, or we give you the freedom and flexibility to venture off the beaten path and do some awesome fun side quests. I don't know about you, I love doing side quests along that journey. It's not always just about going through the campaign, but of course, if you want to unlock all of the awesome skills and learn how to use them so that you can truly generate the most amount of results for the long term and the short term, then the new campaign is the new thing to do. So let's dive into the course. So if this is the first time you're checking this out, welcome. And first things first, you're going to see the prologue section. So let's dive into the prologue section. So the prologue has all the tutorials. In every single game, it teaches you how to play the game, right? What is this course? How do you navigate through it? How do you navigate through our private Facebook group for our group of warriors in the academy? What is our group coaching calls like? What are checkpoints? And basically, it really walks you through that process of uh, getting started, right? Of course, if you're like, hey, I don't like tutorials, I know what I'm doing. I just want to dive straight in and start with my workouts and my nutrition. We give you that option. We don't. We believe in freedom and flexibility, and the difference between how it was previously and how it is now is simply, it's the big difference is how it's structured in how you progress throughout the academy. Because what we found was sometimes people were going along their journey and they did not know what to do next. They had all these different types of possibilities, but there wasn't a clear path of this is the best next thing that I can do, because this is either a strength, this is either weakness, or I don't use this skill. So we really kind of give you all the tools for you to understand the adventure, as well as how to progress the adventure, which is through our campaign. So the tutorial is broken up into multiple sections, starting first, the Infinite Academy. Second, warrior creation, creating your warrior, what it means to create your warrior and what aspects are involved with that. The warrior skills, breaking down the skill tree, why it's important, and how you can improve each one of these skills. And then we go into each one of these skill sets. And every quest has videos as well, really kind of walking you through the process, as well as instructions on what's required to start the quest, objectives on completing the quest, some notes, as well as rewards. So pretty streamlined breakdown of basically how every single quest is inside the academy. And this is the experience that we want to create. This is the educational experience that we want to create for everyone. I wanted to create something that is truly different. Someone who's, earned a bachelor's degree, went through many years of school and also self-education, something that I found was missing inside the traditional school system is the application and experience. most courses, most experiences, most educational experiences just simply teach you what's inside the book and only tests you on what's inside the book. But you don't really get that full real world experience. And basically, every single one of these quests has action. So you take action with what you learn in every single quest. And that's the massive, massive difference between this style of education. So, in a way, it is for the people who love to self educate and also want the level of academic education that they're looking for to get to their next level fitness results. So that's the powerful difference between what we're doing here in the academy. And it's something you have to experience for yourself. It's something that you just have to immerse yourself into this way of learning and this way of learning and taking action, because the key to long-term and short-term success is rapid implementation, not just learning a whole bunch of things and testing it later. It's more about learning something and applying it immediately, then assessing your progress, and then optimizing it and reapplying it over and over and over and over again to the point that you become so skilled in what you just did that it either becomes a habit or it allows you to kind of unlock that harder, more difficult skill that's going to get you to your next fitness level. So, this is the view for the tutorial, and I can't see any comments or anything. So, if you're saying something on the stream, I'll try to get to your questions later on. So, I just hope you're enjoying tuning in. And feel free to drop your questions. Again, I'll check them out later. But this is the tutorial, but let's get to the good stuff. So if you're part of the academy and you want to get into the new stuff over here, it's time to go into the new campaign. So, like I was saying before, how it was structured is we had the tutorial and then we had basically you accessing your skills. So whichever physical, mental, or nutritional skill that you wanted to improve, you basically had the freedom to go in and complete quests to improve that skill. For example, protein, water, resistance training, meal planning, like all these different types of skills. It's like, hey, what do I feel like improving today? But we don't really make tangible long-term progress based on just feelings, right? There is, again, a systematic, scientific, data-driven process and system that we can follow to maximize our results step by step, day by day throughout this experience and your overall fitness adventure. And how we do that is through our new campaign. And the campaign is broken down into acts. And today I'm sharing with you Act 1, which, as we speak, it is now available within the Warrior Fat Burning Academy. So if you're part of the academy, you can check it out right now after the stream, and you could start chapter 1 in the first quest. And let's check it out. So the first chapter 1, From Vision to Reality, is a very powerful chapter simply because it really focuses on your intrinsic motivation rather than extrinsic motivation. What's the difference? Extrinsic motivation is simply what you get that's external. So, for example, if you have a fat loss goal, what you get, six-pack abs. It's very external. It's aesthetic. It's could be acquiring something. Maybe getting a T-shirt that's 2 sizes smaller than what you're currently wearing. It's something physical. But intrinsic motivation is truly something that comes from within you. It's really something that speaks to your soul. It's something that you're passionate about. It really aligns with your purpose. It aligns with the future version of yourself that you want to be, that's going to bring more fulfillment into your life. And that's powerful. That's truly, truly powerful. And this is something that most training programs, fitness trainers, online coaches, programs, they don't talk about this. They talk about and all they give you is the physical experience. Even nutritionists, it's all about, okay, let's physically now focus on nutrition, making better decisions and things like that. But that's a huge, I feel like that's later, in my opinion. What truly matters is what motivates you and what inspires you and how you can leverage that for the long term so that you can actually create sustainable results. Because, like, what's the point of getting into everything when it comes to fitness, making progress just to lose it a year later, or just to repeat this vicious cycle of gaining progress, losing progress to the point where you're either declining overall or you're just not being fulfilled and no habits are sticking? What's the point of putting all that effort for it to just be thrown away into the garbage? Well, the solution is focusing on truly what inside you inspires you and motivates you. So we start first with chapter 1, From Vision to Reality. And the first quest to complete is a quest called The Power of the Pen, which focuses on the awareness skill. Now, each quest has requirements. Of course, the first requirement, again, you don't have to complete the tutorial. So as long as you have access to the academy, you can dive into this first quest in Act 1. And the first objective is to get a journal, notebook, or a piece of paper. Optionally, you can get the high performance planner, which is something that I use on a daily basis by Brendan Burchard. Get a pen or pencil and just write down your thoughts, your feelings, your plans, your goals, your wins, your challenges throughout the day. The process of capturing your thoughts and your feelings and what went well and what didn't is an act that every single successful person does consistently, because we have between 70 to 80,000 thoughts per day. Every day. That's a lot of opportunities to be distracted from what matters the most. And most people can't even remember what they did last week. Most people can't even remember what they did 2 days ago, because we're so distracted with all the things going on in our lives and all the thoughts that we have. The best way to process these thoughts so that you can actually improve in the areas that you want to improve is by capturing it and putting it down on paper. And there's a whole bunch of other different methods as well, but this is the most simplest method that goes back to the beginning of time, writing things down. Maybe they didn't have, pen or pencil, but nowadays we do. So we still have to get physical, because there's a strong correlation between what our brain likes and that physical touch of documenting it and processing it as we do it. So there's also notes, of course. There's a quote: with the right daily mindset, focus, and habits, you can shape an extraordinary quality of life and contribute a world-class levels way beyond anyone's expectations. It's Brendan Burchard. And if you want to learn more about these daily growth habits to level up your awareness, you can also check out the High Performance Habits book by Brendan Burchard. Highly recommend it. And when you complete all these objectives for the day, you unlock rank 1 of the awareness skill. This is one of many intellect skills that we go through inside this campaign that we level up, and more awareness, more success. Simply because the more that you're aware of what's going on in your life, the more power that you have to change it. So once you complete this, you can then go into the next quest, Life Vision, over here. So let's say objectives are complete. Cool. Quest complete. On to the next quest. Boom. And the process continues. I'm not going to spoil the whole entire campaign here. Just wanted to show you the first quest. But that is the structure of the first act, Act 1, From Vision to Reality. And I'll give you a little sneak peek onto the rest of the experience, going into Chapter 2, Fuel for Battle. Chapter 3, The Action of Combat. And Chapter 4, The First Trials. And just because you're with me right here on the stream, I just want to kind of show you what it would look like if you tried to progress too far into the story and you didn't unlock the quests. you're going to get this screen. This post is unlocked. To gain access to this post, please complete main quest, recovery, and prehabilitation. So notice how I didn't complete any of these quests. So it literally shows you exactly what to do, and it will guide you through each one of these quests so that you continue your progression. Why do you want to continue your progression through the campaign? Well, the main campaign teaches you all the new skills. So when it comes to the physical, mental, and nutritional skills to learn, it walks you through the key ones that are going to generate the most amount of progress step by step, as if it's day one, what should I be focusing on? Day two, what should I be focusing on? Week one, what should I be focusing on? And it will guide you as if you are going on this adventure. Now, you might be wondering, how long is this all going to take, right? So chapter 1 has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests, right? And again, there are 4 acts here, not including the tutorial. It really depends on your skills. So if you're someone who hasn't wrote anything down in since high school, then the power of the pen might be hard for you, which means getting through this first quest might be difficult, right? It really depends on where your current skill sets are at. But if I were to kind of put a number on how long on average it should take to get through Act 1, and again, there's going to be multiple acts moving forward as people do progress, it should take a minimum of 14 days to complete all the quests and up to 30 days to complete all the chapters. So the path of progression can be quick, or you can go at your own pace. And that's the beauty of it. It really just depends on where you are, what you feel like you need to focus on more than others, as well as really pinpointing your weaknesses as far as what might be holding you back and holding you down from really truly creating the best possible fat loss progress that you want. And part of that is not following a proven scientific, psychological, data-driven process or system. It's just workout programs. I'd even get into the whole combat section. We call that combat at Infinite, the physical training aspect. But that is just one of the 3 total aspects that we develop synergistically, which creates our holistic fitness approach. The mental, physical, and nutritional aspects. So again, that's just one piece to the bigger puzzle for long-term growth and sustainability. And that is the sneak peek of the Academy. So I hope you enjoyed that little brief, sneak peek into it. I went a little bit longer on this live. Most lives that I'll be doing in the future will be much, much shorter. But I really wanted to dive into a little bit more of the details as far as the structure and what we're doing with a lot of warriors here that have a fat loss goal, that are, eager to gamify everything that they do by approaching it with a game-like mindset. So yeah, if this is something that's really, really cool to you as far as, educating yourself, and also being part of a group of like-minded people with the same goals as you, then feel free to reach out to me, send me a message, or visit infiniterpg.com, INFITNITE RPG.com, and just see for yourself. Would love to have you join our academy if you have a fat loss goal. And of course, if you are a novice, so if you're not too familiar about the nutritional aspects to maintain a calorie deficit, if you don't know what that is, you don't know how to calculate that, we teach you all of these things because that is a foundational principle for fat loss, is burning more calories than you are consuming. So this is the open invite for more information. And for those of you inside of the academy, it's time to dive into the first main quest in chapter 1. I hope you enjoy this new experience. It's very different than what we had before. I think this is just a whole different way to approach progression now, because now you're leading, going through every step, every quest, every objective with a purpose and a reward, knowing that, hey, I'm doing this quest to improve this skill. And just something about knowing what you're doing and why that really gets everything that you're learning to stick for the long term. And that is the whole premise of gamification, is truly bridging the gap between what you want to do and what you need to do to truly transform your health and achieve all the fat loss results that you desire. So, of course, if you have any questions on anything that I covered, feel free to reach out. This was kind of cool to kind of go public with this. So typically, this is inside of our academy, but I wanted to help, get a bunch of people to kind of really just see what we're doing here at Infinite when it comes to inside the academy that we have here. So, but other than that, I'll be doing these lives a lot more often. This is just live number one. Still trying to figure out all this stuff, managing multiple platforms and whatnot. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Looking forward to hopping on a live again. Again, if you aren't part of our Infinite Warriors Facebook group, that's where we'll be hosting all of our lives. And we'd love to have you attend our first masterclass first week of June on fitness gamification, how that can generate infinite motivation in your life to truly transform your personal and professional career. So this is Walt, founder, lead designer, master wizard at Infinite, and then looking forward to chatting with everyone else again soon. Peace out. Dominate the rest of your day.